Okay. Doing a quick audio check. Okay. Everything seems good. We don't want any echoing there. Okay. Yo, hello, and happy 11 days into the new year. I was thinking about doing like a proper stream like last week, but that just didn't happen. Okay. But anyways, thank you for stopping by. I am the crestfallen cleric known as Hermit Bounce. And yeah. It's a new year, so let's talk about it. Honestly speaking, I'm a little excited. Yeah, let's play Trap Assassin. Yeah. Oh, whoops. Games audio. Yeah. How does that look? Oh, whoa. Stream is not liking that. That was a very strange bit of lag on my end. Does it just does that? Huh. This is quite strange. Okay. Oh, weird. Maybe... Hold on. This is my fault for just assuming it was gonna work. Huh. Don't know how I feel about that. Actually, how does that look on stream? Oh, weird. Every time I mouse back in, everything else locks up. Is there like a setting that's doing that? That's not doing it? That's not right. Okay, please bear with me for a moment. That's quite strange that it does that. And I don't feel like fixing it in the middle of a stream. So, whoops, looks like we're not playing Diablo 2 today. Honestly, what's another comfort game I can hop to? This is quite the predicament. Honestly, why not? Doesn't really matter if I do poorly. Okay. Now back over here. Eh? There it is. Okay. Okay, well, looks like no Diablo 2, so instead we're going to be playing Maiden and Spell. Quite the different game that I play to just kind of chill out. This one's a bit of a Toho-like with a bit of a fighting game inspiration to it. Okay. Okay, so let's see. Z to basic attack. Stun lightweight. Nullifies my spells, stuns nearby targets. Also grants the user minor invincibility if the target is protected by a Magus barrier. The stun is replaced with damage. Okay. Let's just play some normal since I'm a bit out of practice. So, some of the things that I had in mind. Let me just adjust something real quick. Yeah, that way I don't get in the way of the text box too badly. yeah. So it's a new year. We have to have, like, you know, the New Year resolutions, things that we aspire to do, things that we want to get done. And just thinking about what I've actually accomplished. Back in 2023, like, the highlights are, you know, actually starting streaming, trying to get used to it, getting the setup to more or less work. Getting 100% on achievements in Armored Core. I've come to realize that I have a bad habit of starting projects and just never finishing them. And I mean, that kind of goes with the territory of having, you know, just so many different hobbies that I do at different levels. But I have a lamenter, right? I'm talking like Warhammer 40k right now. I picked up some Space Marines so I could paint them up as lamenters, right? And I finished up the first one that I did by myself. And then I went on stream with a friend, Terramundi. We did the second one. And that one is still incomplete and sitting on my desk staring at me. And that's a more recent one. There's another project where I was hand painting a Gunpla model, and yo, sup Penguin? Thank you for stopping by. And yeah, that model kit, like, it's been waist up for I don't know how long actually. Wait, hold on. Oh, right. Arrow keys, got it. Okay. Alright, just readjusting. Okay. Yep. Okay. But yeah, so, like, my New Year's resolution is to actually, like, complete projects, right? And so one of the things I want to do is, like, actually finish painting things, right? Because once I start the process, I end up just dropping it partway through and never finishing it. And there isn't necessarily a reason. It's just, like, I stop for, again, no particular reason. I just kind of stop. In hindsight, it might be like one small thing doesn't turn out the way I want it to. Or kind of underestimated how something would work or turn out. And that, like, slight inconvenience or tiny bit of frustration was enough to just make me just say I'm done without verbally saying I'm done. So definitely, just right off the bat, actually finishing projects is going to be, like, one of my New Year's, like, goals. So I'm probably going to bring back some old projects and try to wrap those up. And then there's the new projects, right? I need to learn how to edit. I need to learn editing. I need to practice those skills. I need to put out videos because I want the bulk of my content to be like video essays. I want to talk about stuff that I feel passionate about. I want to share my thoughts on things. And if I could be a Sorry, gotta move my phone a little bit. If I could be a gateway for someone else to start enjoying something that I enjoy, then that'd be great. You know? Like, I've brought in things to some of my friends in the past, to try to get them to enjoy it, and sometimes that, that turns out well. Other times, I sit there staring at their face as they're looking at the thing that I feel so passionate about, and it's just a blank expression. They don't know what to think about it, and then I start to feel subconscious. Maybe it wasn't a good idea showing this guy who doesn't like anime a certain anime, Maybe it wasn't a good idea to tell a sibling to watch JoJo's Bizarre Adventure when they don't even know what anime is, stuff like that. But I don't know, if I could introduce something that someone's never heard of to someone that I feel good about, and then they feel very positive after, trying it out, then, I can't really ask more for someone who enjoys hobbies, right? That's kind of why I wanted to start streaming. Like, as it is, streaming or doing VTuber content, that's just another hobby to me. I'm not really all that invested in trying to become the huge next top VTuber or anything like that. I just want to push out some dumb videos where I'm overly passionate about something that is in reality just kind of small. Games like this one, Maiden and Spell, just have so much heart and soul built into them. Oh my god. That I want them to be recognized more, right? And that's where some of my drive to stream and make videos comes from. Not that I've made any videos yet, aside from that first one that I said was going to be a series and then never made another video for. Whoops. Okay. Now, in terms of videos, again, I want to make some hobby videos. The video that I initially wanted to be my first, I kind of came to realize that, because of how passionate I am about, Armored Core, that I'm gonna need more time. I don't feel comfortable having it as my first video. There's a part of it where I liken it to a game that I've never played before. So that's a entire game, a whole ass FromSoft game that I'm gonna have to play to some level of completion before I can feel comfortable actually making some of the points that I wanted to make in the video, based on the script that I already have written, or portions of a script that I already have written. But at the same time, there's other kind of videos I want to make. Another one of my hobbies is that I like to write. You know, that comes from like the background, the small amount of background I have with like Dungeons and Dragons. I had a friend that we did a one-on-one campaign for like, I want to say about a year, maybe a year and a half. And that was like some of the most fun I've had with writing and, you know, just some storytelling stuff that I look back on and I look at it very fondly. And so I've gone back into writing, and I've also thought about like doing voiceovers for stories that I've written. Back in the day there was, oh man, it feels so weird because he's come a really long way. There's an animator who works with a certain group, and I can't think of the group's name right off the top of my head. But there's a animated series called Murder Drones on YouTube right now. And the writer and I believe head animator for that series is called, well, his name is Liam Vickers, if I remember correctly. And Liam is one of my like main writing inspirations. Back in the day, he used to be called Scary Storytime with Liam, where he would write like his own creepypastas. And there was some really fun stuff to just like listen to him voiceover, and you know, he did a really good and fun approach to like horror stuff. They also used to like do piano pieces in the background, and that was something that they were able to do themselves. So like Liam was this very talented person. Sorry, not talented, skilled. They were a very skilled person. And seeing them go from that to make a pilot for an animated show that never got picked up, that was beautiful, and I loved it. I can't remember the name of it, but it had to do with like being a sheriff in like this town, and weird stuff's going on. Like there are shape-shifting monsters that are eating people. His deputy is like a spider monster girl. It's so great. It sadly didn't pick up, but then he got picked up by I think it's like an independent studio, Glitch TV. That's what they're called, Glitch TV. And he went on to make Murder Drones, which is just this really fun horror romp with like elements of comedy in there that just feel so like perfect for what he's trying to do. And seeing that, like, I just kind of want to start slow, you know? So I'm practicing some writing right now. Writing some short stories for myself before I actually publish anything or commit to recording it as a video. I have something that I'm loosely basing on that campaign that I used to play with my friend back when we did it like one-on-one. And because it's loosely based on that, like I feel very comfortable in writing this pseudo D&D campaign with these different characters that will eventually meet, and just going on exploring their place in this world and slowly expanding it. That one, the high fantasy inspired by like D&D one, that story I do not have a name for. back in the day, I really wanted to, like, write my own, like, air quotes universe. And I do remember calling that the Argyle Records. So I don't know if I'll bring that idea back, or if it'll be something else. Darn it. Gotta be careful because my hitbox is bigger here. And I forgot about the moon. Whoops. Oh, I forgot that the stun does damage, right. Okay. I meant to do the dodge, not the stun wave. Okay. There's another thing that I was thinking about. Because, like, I need to learn how to do editing, right? I do have a friend that I can go to for, like, editing. They're actually the one who makes most of my thumbnails, actually. And I'm gonna owe him. I owe him $5 because I need a new thumbnail because Diablo did not work out. But yeah, no. Yeah, it's Ryu. You know who it is. Yeah, it's Ryu. But yeah, no, it's. I was thinking about learning editing, and then the idea of practicing editing would be through, like, actually doing clips for some other VTubers that I feel very, you know, positive about. Just as a way to, like, learn and practice, and then that would be done on, like, a alt account completely separate from this one. But I'm not sure if I actually have the patience or capacity to do that. And the idea of doing a Clips channel and then it blowing up beyond, you know, this channel, that terrifies me. You know, not that, like, this channel being small, like, means anything. Not that the clips channel blowing up would like be a problem when I have this one that I'm doing, but you know. It's probably just mostly mind gremlins. Brain goblins robbing me of, you know, being able to just enjoy stuff as I go. Got it. Yep, brainworms that just eat away at your confidence and whatnot. Yeah, they're not great. Oh, I cannot delete those larger bubbles. Got it. Man, there's been so much that I forgot about this game. I do have to give out props to this game dev. They currently have a second game in development that's fantastic. So where this one is Toho as a fighting game, in that each character has like their own bullet patterns and whatnot, and this being the story mode where they actually become like proper boss fights. Oof. The other game that they're making is like inspired by doing MMO raids in this kind of a style, right? So like the different classes of characters that you can play actually have rotations. There's certain like MMO mechanics from FF14, like needing to get close together, needing to spread apart. And whatnot. It's very fun. And it has like proper like 4-player co-op. And it's just a demo right now, and it's still a fantastic experience. That game demo can be found on Steam as Rabbit and Steel. Or Rabbits and Steel, if I remember correctly. I think I wanted to do a stream of it during the same time I was like very into what was it called? Duelist from Eden, the Mega Man Battle Network like fighting game that I'm also very excited for getting a full release this year. I think this will be the year for like really small indie games that I care about coming out, because I don't know how far Rabbit and Steel is in its development, but the demo is like really good. It only has like the first boss gauntlet, or the first portion of the boss gauntlet, and I think 4 or 5 characters. And I think 4 or 5 characters is where it stops. And then there's also roguelike elements involved. So I just want to see the whole game, and I want to play through that with some friends, because that's a really fun game. Some other thing. Oh my god. I remember. Yep. Oh, I am getting sauced. Got it. I need to stop. I need to stop holding down shift. Darn. Let's try this again. Okay. I forgot to watch out for the giant circles. That one was a small circle. You move faster when you don't fire. So some of the mechanics in this game, this is just normal fire. If I hold shift, I do a focus, and the fire changes, and it's a bit more dense, and there's more bullets, so it does more damage, but I move even slower. Oh my god. I used to be so much better at this game. Oh well. I just don't have the muscle memory I used to. Or visual memory. Okay. That didn't... Huh. Okay, I can't delete those. Gotta keep that in mind. But yeah, some other things, you know, Cardfight Vanguard. I've been playing that. I'm drastically enjoying it. Oh my god. Okay. Oh my god. Okay. I'm gonna need to use a continue. And there's a couple of decks I look forward to building. The anime, I believe it's called Youthquake, has a deck called Luan, and I got to test that against a friend on Discord the other day, and I really like that deck, just from the small amount I played. Shit. Okay. I just need a little bit more patience is all. I curved back into it. Rough. I'm also, in terms of Cardfight Vanguard, I'm also looking into Dino Dragons for Dragon Empire, which are like Tachikaze. Some other things in terms of like card game related stuff that I want to do this year. I want to get more into Grand Archive, because like I did some test play hands with it. That game looked really fun. The One Piece card game has aspects of Force of Will that I really enjoy. Force of Will is something I want to look into again as well, because Force of Will is just a Magic the Gathering alternative that I feel I prefer personally. Not just because it's like anime Magic the Gathering, but like... Oof. Okay. But also because... Huh? Okay. Okay. Oh, interesting. Okay. There we go. One more spell card. Okay. Darn it. There's a lot I gotta keep track of. But that Tachikaze Dino deck that should be coming to dress format soon-ish, that looks like a really interesting like mid-rangey deck. It has a good amount of removal options while also supporting, like, I think it's a 4-attack deck, maybe. And then there's an older Dino Dragon that, like after you swing with it, it sucks itself into soul and gives your Vanguard a crit. So you can swing with like a, you know, really large number and give it a crit while also removing things. And it functions differently enough from like Bov Sagra to be interesting. It also has some like really fun calling mechanics. You kind of slot machine yourself on what you know, call out from the deck, but I don't really mind giving that a shot. God, the Manticore's so cute. Slightly below average, maybe. Alright, sorry about that. I had to answer a question through my door. Okay. Almost there.
Time are we leaving in the morning?
Okay. What are some other things I can talk about? Yeah, One Piece also looks like a fun game. It has, like Force of Will, it has essentially a mana deck that it is separate from the main deck. That way you don't have the problem of like mana flooding or mana droughting like you can have in Magic the Gathering. Which, like, in hindsight, that's a small problem with Magic the Gathering. That just kind of happens and feels bad. I don't really need to, you know, don't have to criticize the game over it. Force of Will's also fun in that it has, like, the commanders, or J-rulers, rather. And that also appears to be the case for the One Piece card game. And in terms of Yu-Gi-Oh, like, I've been away from Yu-Gi-Oh for 1/2 to about a full year, somewhere between that range. Just because I stopped having fun with the like metagame of it. And I got talking to some friends that I have, and they're still like playing modern Yu-Gi-Oh and whatnot, just playing whatever decks that they find fun. But at the same time, oof. Okay. Nice. Okay. At the same time, I'm probably gonna get into like some of the older formats for Yu-Gi-Oh. No, this is Maiden and Spell. It's an indie game. Actually, hold on, let me. Are you the Tuhu? No, this is Maiden and Spell. Let's see. Let's get the dev's name. Made by Minodev and published by Maple Whispering Limited. Yeah, Minodev has this game out. They have a demo for it actually, if you want to try it out. But yeah, so the idea behind Maiden and Spell is it's like a Toho fighting game. You could actually go. Each of these characters are playable, with like the exception of one, technically. Only Swordy's ribbon head and feather bottom are suspicious. Man, I forgot how charming and cute this game was. But yeah, it's definitely Toho Toho inspired. Yeah, so this is the story mode for one of the characters. And so like this is like your time on each fight and your score on the right. And as you can see, I stayed around the, I want to say 27 range. 27, 28 range. But then right when I got to the Light Magus Magnus, that one was rough. Okay. So I'll move on to the next character for now. Oh, new game. But yeah, this same dev, I said it a bit earlier, but they currently have another game in development. And that one, funnily enough, takes inspiration from like MMO RPG raids. In that it's a Toho-like, but it takes and borrows ideas from those raids and puts them in the context of you're able to play in like a 4-player co-op. And it's such a fun demo that you can play for free right now on Steam. Unsponsored. I just really enjoy this person's work. And it's just as cute as this game. To let obvious thieves walk past me. So, in this game, there's a party of 4 adventurers that go into this cave looking for the treasure, right? And so there are 4 other characters that are the monsters. So, for example, this girl is supposed to be a lich. The lightning one from earlier. Wait, hold on. So that's normal. Does the focus just slow me down? Okay. Yeah. But the raid things are very fun. They have bosses that function kind of like this phase right here, where they have specialized patterns, specialized attacks. And as you dive deeper in the other game, mechanics will mix. Right. Okay. The demo has multiplayer, so if you wanted to, dude, like, we could just hit that up at some point. And the boss fights actually change if you're in a the boss fights change if you're in a party or not. Black Dreadworm, Ruler of Stars. So earlier I did mention the game One Step from Eden, or rather Duelists of Eden, rather. This character, Black Dreadworm, Ruler of Stars, is featured as a guest character. Yeah. Good thieves know when to run from danger. Yeah, this character isn't so in not Duelist, but One Step from Eden. This character that I'm currently fighting, she's a skin for Terra. But in Duelists of Eden, she is her own character. Yeah. Because Duelists of Eden is more akin to like a more traditional fighting game. Their guest characters are straight up actual like fighting game guest characters, where like instead of just being a cameo, they have their own moveset and whatnot. Duelist from Eden also features a guest character from Rivals of Aether and Freedom Planet, which is a very interesting, like, independent Sonic-like 2D game that has a story that's a bit dark and actually goes pretty hard, if I remember correctly. But yeah, this is also the game where I kind of want to just actually play some... Oh, I forgot about that. I forgot that I could curse. I forgot that I could curse. Right, there's a difference between tapping and holding. Typically one would have fought 10. Short staff perhaps. It's not something to be careful with. Yeah, Rivals of Aether is like Smash, but took itself more seriously, I guess. It's a fun game, though. I do look forward to playing Duelist of Eden again. I kind of miss the demo being out for like beta testing. I miss playing Reva. What else? I talked about card games. I talked about my desires to actually push out actual videos. I talked about wanting to finish projects. I also want to try new things. And I'll probably just continue also like just doing what was it called? How much is it going to be? Duelists? I'm not sure. Whoops, I was not paying attention. Hard to turn anything gold. DPS race. Now that I think about it, this should also be the year for the Elden Ring DLC. And I'll probably go back to that for a bit. And maybe actually beat the base game this time. Okay. Oof. Okay. This is probably going to be the one where I struggle. Oh my god, come on. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Eat lightning, nerd. Every time you... Actually the most powerful magician in my kingdom. Whoops. There's also some things that, like, outside of streaming that I really need to take care of. Like, I've graduated university already, and there's one more test I have to take. And if I do that, I can essentially, like, how do I put this? I'm already working a job that I went to school for, right? But it's not the job I went to school for. And if I take that test and I finally pass it, because this will be my second time taking it, once I pass it, I'll have everything I need to actually get hired for the job that I was going to school for, and that practically doubles my salary. So I can actually start, I don't know, opening up a savings and having a bit that I can save up and put back into this channel. Because, like, while I love this model, right, there's some problems with it. And I can't contact the artist anymore for a few reasons. So I would like to just get a new one, but you know, getting a new model is expensive and time consuming. And I don't feel bothered by time. Oh my god. But I just don't have the money for it because, you know. Yikes. Yeah, it's like a car. Yeah, pretty much. Speaking of new PC, I've been meaning to just at some point start upgrading this one. Currently, it's not a problem, but I could tell, like, Armored Core was, like, the limits of what shit this PC could do. Oh my god, the caltrops. It's always the caltrops for me. Oh my god. Okay. What are your worries about Mecha Break other than it being a battle royale? That laser and bouncing arrow would have hit me. Shoot. Oh, the specs? Okay. I mean, actually, now that you mention it, yeah, that I would assume that that game is demanding. Ah, damn it. That's more. Whew. Okay. Oof. I'm not using my defensive tools either, now that I think about it. Alright, that went much more smoothly. Oh, wait. Oh god, wait. Okay, alright. This one isn't as bad as I thought it was. Whew. That last spell hit my nose. Monsters just aren't very organized at all. So these sections right here are a bit closer to what like actual like player versus player would look like. And then after you essentially do these fights, these sections right here are more akin to like a boss fight. In proper, like Toho fashion. But then each of the characters you play actually like attack differently and whatnot. Oof. And there's like probably other like really neat small niche games like these that are just out there waiting for someone to find them that will actually enjoy them. And I kind of enjoy finding some of those games and just blindly trying it out. I don't even remember how I found this one. To be completely honest. Okay. Yeah. I know this community also at one point had a, like, their own fighting game community kind of thing that was really small. And it was often tied to, like, what was it called? Like Blaze Blue. Because, like, Blaze Blue had, like, one of these smaller fighting game weekly tournament things. I remember this game also had one of those scenes. And sadly, at the time, I just couldn't find a time to join in. Back when I know that they were happening more often. There we go. Oh my god. That one I just kind of walked into. Let me carry the jewel. Just want to put this thing back. It sounds kind of dangerous. Maybe it's best to leave it here. This adventure just for adventure's sake. For jewels and treasure's sake. Just a little disappointing. Oh, wait, I didn't notice that. Interesting. Okay. Each character has their own route, so to speak. So, yeah. I don't remember, so I don't remember fighting the Sun Priestess as the Royal Arcanist, for example. And I don't remember... I don't remember who, but yeah, this character was probably like my favorite when I first started playing this game. Very kudere. So this character is very, like, Red Riding Hood also. But with a bow. Yep. And caltrops. And those little caltrop things against bosses just do a dot, pretty much. So that's very nice. God. Man, I forgot how charming the games like these were. I was going more for a ranger vibe, to be honest. Oh my god. Okay. I think the last time I was playing this, I wanted to try hard, but I'm definitely not at that level right now. But I'm definitely gonna want to revisit this game and play it on hard. And I'll probably do that on stream because this game is so charming. They're off having their own little adventure, I'd imagine. Okay. Yeah. She was giving me a lot of trouble when I was playing, essentially the character that's supposed to be, the hero class, or the warrior. Though I think this fight comes earlier for her, so it should be easier. Ah, darn. Yeah, since it looks like allies are out attacking each other today. Magical item and new recruit. A piece of folding paper capable of telling the future. Yeah, you got it. Oh my god. These, like, little sword Avalon things are what she does in, oh my god, Duelists. But yeah, another like fun aspect of this game that I like is the story is really cute, but like it tells itself in a very non-direct way. And that's really fun. Okay. Oh, okay, that one was close. Okay. Oh, She's probably even further in. I have to hurry. Oh, hey there. I'm in a rush, so... wouldn't know something that I don't. I really don't know anything about the treasure. I'm just looking for someone. The other two, I think we've passed them. I notice you aren't heading that way, just as I thought you're aiming for the treasure. I thought it was a duel. Whoops. So now we're the suspicious one instead of the priestess. God, this game is so good. Whoops. Okay. Whew. And you just get to the treasure while I went? Don't think so. What is up to? What's up all these secrets? I just wanted everyone to have fun and adventure together. In a hurry, looking for someone. doom is at hand, for I am the great, powerful, most charming, adorable princess of... What are you doing? Red Riding Hood Chan is just a very worried big sister. Have you met Stormby? She's super fast. So the thing I didn't catch on to was in like the post fight like results screen, Red Riding Hood, I think she's called Ranger. She's called the Death Magnus, where the little sister's the Life Magnus. So that was a little sisterly theming. That I missed out on. But like even here, this game has some like really interesting ways of doing writing, right? So you have this girl who's supposed to be a lich, right? Being able to attack with healing magic. And it's implied that she's sickly. You know, maybe she's gonna die because of how she is. And so she's, you know, undead. Wait, what am I doing? Yeah. stop moving. And so she tried to go on an adventure, probably heard about this cave. And in coming here, met the queen monster, and she made one of those paper fortune-telling things and gave it to her to try to be friends. So, on both ends, it's like they're trying to play, like, make-believe, although it's kind of real. Us monsters need a healer too. This is our important healer and master of dark arts. Alright. Because this game requires you to do, like, the arrow keys for movement, my ring finger is starting to, like, cramp up. So I'm gonna probably call it here. I'm definitely gonna play more of this. It's a very fun and cozy game. Ah, I didn't beat my old high score. Yeah, so next is Sun Priestess and 2 more levels. Okay. So with that, thank you all for stopping by. Thank you for listening to my ramblings and a bit of healing. A bit of healing from playing this game. And just remembering why video games are just so special. Alright. Well, I'm gonna bounce, so see you all next time.